He sneered that I was too poor, too beneath his standards to ever be worthy of the life he believed he deserved. I remember the way his eyes darted with that condescending pride, the way he leaned back, smug, as if my very existence was a favor he tolerated. One evening, when his temper flared for reasons I couldn't yet name, he pushed me, harder than ever before. That was the moment I stopped pretending. Divorce papers were served. I walked away with nothing but a quiet smile and a burning promise I didn't voice. We met on a rainy Thursday, under that old coffee shop sign flickering in the dark. I believed in us then. His laugh, bright, consuming, felt like home. I trusted him. I loved him. I thought he loved me too. Dreams were shared between whispered conversations and half-drunk bottles of wine. And yet, somewhere along the line, that love curdled into cruelty. At first, the cracks were subtle. A late-night phone call he hid from me. A lingering scent that wasn't mine. Small lies that I brushed aside because I wanted to believe in him. But one night, I found it. A message not meant for me, but somehow it found its way. My heart sank, but my hands were steady. Betrayal didn't make me weak, it made me precise. I didn't scream, I didn't cry, I planned. Every humiliation, every insult, every scoff at my ambition became fuel. I made a list, not just of vengeance, but of my ascent. Legal settlements were handled quietly, but thoroughly. Every asset, every loophole, every document meticulously leveraged. Financial independence, a network of allies, unseen until necessary. And most importantly, I rebuilt me, stronger, smarter, untouchable. Years passed. I watched from the sidelines as his empire crumbled, small cracks growing into chasms. He called friends one by one, asking for loans. I heard rumors of his failures, whispers of disgrace. Every day, I reminded myself that patience was my weapon. There is a timing to every reckoning, and I had mastered mine. Then he came back. His charm sharpened by desperation. His eyes, once so dismissive, now flickered with recognition and a twinge of fear. He found me in my office, a sleek, light-filled space I had carved from years of effort. He smiled, that old grin, but it faltered when he saw the strength in my posture, the sharpness in my gaze. He had assumed I would be diminished, waiting, vulnerable. He had miscalculated. "I heard about everything," he started, the words tasting like shame and envy. I let him flounder. Every hesitation, every stammer became part of his punishment. I didn't yell, I didn't gloat, I simply showed him the life I had built, the respect I commanded, the power I wielded without him. I introduced him to people who now looked at him with polite pity instead of admiration. Social circles that once turned at his word now hung on mine. Every step he took in my world reminded him he no longer belonged. Then I whispered, "You're too late." And I watched the moment his stomach sank, the moment he realized he had tried to claim a place that was never his again. The realization hit him harder than any insult, any shove, any financial blow I could have delivered. He understood, fully, that I had risen far beyond him, that he had missed everything while I built my empire from the ashes of what he thought he could control. Walking away from him, I felt something I hadn't expected: lightness, not vengeance, not bitterness, relief, satisfaction, the quiet knowledge that my strength had always been mine, that my worth was never determined by the cruelty of another. He had sneered, mocked, and underestimated me, and yet here I stood, untouchable, unbroken, victorious. I don't look back anymore. His shadow has faded, a mere memory, but sometimes, in quiet moments, I remember the sneer, and I smile, because it was never about hurting him. It was about proving to myself that I could rise higher than anyone had imagined, beyond betrayal, beyond cruelty. I rose, and in doing so, I claimed what he could never take: my life, my dignity, my triumph.